Welcome back to Football First. International friendlies and results this time. Luis Suarez scored a goal on his return from international suspension to help Uruguay earn a 2-2 draw with Brazil in their 2018 World Cup qualifying process. Douglas Costa scored in under a minute after turning in the ball from Willian's cross, and minutes later, Brazil were 2-0 up after a brilliant finish by Renato Augusto. Edson Cavani pulled one back just before halftime, while Luis Suarez netted the equalizer just after the break.
Perigoso agora para o Uruguai, remate o golo! Marca o Uruguai. Movimentação na frente, Luis Suarez desmarcado para grande golo. Um erro, é uma má abordagem do guarda-redes brasileiro que deixa passar a bola por baixo do corpo.
Fleming, of course, where you come from, there is that traditional style of playing. And one of the things that I complained to Marco about was, of course, the fact that when Dunga took over as coach for the Seleção, he changed. He, at one stage when he took over the national team, it was labeled as the most non-Brazilian style of playing Brazilian football. You take it, coach.
Yeah, but I don't think he can prevent the players from playing the Brazilian style. Maybe, as we have been speaking about before, maybe he will discipline them a bit more. And for me, I think it'll be to the benefit of the team if he's doing it. Because if you're going back to the World Cup in Brazil, they were anything else but disciplined in the Brazilian national team.
Because it was Luis Filippo Scolari that took them during the World Cup.
I think what's happening, also the football is changing, like any other sport, there is an evolution. And I think that the typical flamboyant, as you say, type of Brazilian type of football, I don't think nowadays could actually stand a chance against really well-organized team like as Germany or even England. Or it's like the game is changing, it's becoming much more physical. So they need to introduce that sort of European discipline into what already is a successful formula, which is the Brazilian style. So any coach that manages to put these two elements together will be a winner. And I think that's what they're trying to do. Will it be successful? I don't know. It's a difficult call to make, but I do appreciate what they're trying to do. Because as coach said, that was a devastating defeat during the World Cup, and Brazil cannot afford another one of those.
And I totally agree with Marco, because at the end of the day, it's about one thing. When you have the national team, it's about winning. And you know, you can play fantastic football. If you're losing every time, then forget it. The spectators will win.
Absolutely.
Speaking of a winning team, England came from behind to beat Germany 3-2 with Leicester City ace Jamie Vardy scoring his first goal for England, coming off the bench after 2 minutes, and Eric Dier scored in injury time to beat the Germans. Now, Toni Kroos and Mario Gomez handed Germany an early 2-0 lead before Harry Kane pulled one back.
Balón bombeadito con pierna derecha y qué bien alejar. Bueno, inicialmente el balón fuera del área, Alemania, pero marca Harry Kane. El detalle de Harry Kane con ese autopase para darse la vuelta. Delante de Jamie Vardy, a la derecha la apertura es para Nathaniel Klein. Lateral del área, mete el centro, y el remate y el gol. Fíjense cómo se avanza Jamie Vardy.
Es un golazo de England have looked capable of winning it.
Well, it's a better ball in from Henderson as well. It's a lower trajectory that a lot of his corners have been too high, and Germany have been zonal marking, and that's the ball that you need to...
Eric Dier's first England goal is a winner in Germany.
They are, of course, very strong sides. But you know, sometimes the smaller countries can do big results if they are a bit clever. And of course, we have lost to those two countries, but we were actually also won both of the countries.
During the European Cup?
Yeah, for example, the best result ever for the Danish national team was in '92 when we beat Germany 2-0 in the European Cup final. It was fantastic, where Germany had an outstanding side, and we actually came with a holiday side because we came very late into the championship and actually only qualified because Yugoslavia was taken out of the championship because of the war on Balkan. So their unluck, our luck, that we entered the championship in this way.
And it's amazing. I mean, those were 5 goals and one were beautiful than another. And if you see the level of football that these two national teams played against each other, it's just incredible. I mean, it's getting better and better. And they're such fantastic athletes, and to see those sort of such a classic England against Germany, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that when it comes to football, I think.
But Germany, they will suffer very much when they have been 2-0 up and then lose at the end 3-0. And they have had a similar experience actually a bit of a year more ago when they played Sweden in a
Yes, they
qualifier.
were 4-0 up.
Or 4-1 at least, and it
4-1
ended
and
up 4-4.
Which is very uncharacteristic of the German team, because it's usually the other way around, because the Germans, you can never say they're defeated. You know,
No.
it's like 2 minutes to go, they'll keep on coming.
Normally the door would be closed, but now we 2 times
Someone left the
in
back
1
window
year.
open.
Yeah, have seen
So
them.
it's going to be interesting. I can't wait this championship to start.
No.
It will indeed. Now, other international results had Netherlands lose to France by 3-2. Bulgaria beat Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal by 1-0. Russia had a 3-0 victory over Lithuania. Over here in the Pacific, Vanuatu, a narrow 2-1 victory over New Caledonia. Hungary had a 1-0 draw against Croatia, and Poland had the biggest win of the weekend with a 5-0 thrashing of Finland. We'll see you after the break, and Fleming and Marco will be talking about 12-year-olds in Europe. See you on the other side.